There we go. Welcome, Sean.
Thank you, Reshma.
You're most welcome. Thank you for, putting some time aside for us to conduct this exit interview. So we'd like to welcome you and congratulate you. We're here because Sean recently got a position as a Chief Business Officer, guys. So that's something that we're really proud of. We're really happy for him. And we're here to join Sean to share with us his journey, how he found the journey, what was his journey like before joining Industry Connect, and how he found the journey throughout Industry Connect and after, right? And any advice for you guys out there watching. So, Sean, I'm going to hand it over to you. Maybe you could explain to us a little bit about your background before joining Industry Connect, your experience and stuff like that, Sean.
Yeah, sure. So thanks, Reshma. So I'm definitely kind of like a mid-career professional.
Mm-hmm.
So I graduated locally from NUS, and been working for the past 14 years. So I actually I had a mechanical engineering degree from NUS. About 2 years ago, I did my MBA, and my career-wise, I was actually in oil and gas consultancy. So and part of what I do is also kind of in the software domain. I'm actually a software business analyst.
Okay.
So and that kind of role is you kind of specify software, for oil and gas companies for my clients. So I'm kind of not new to the software space. I would say I know a lot of tech stacks. I deal with them a lot. But in terms of like the programming side of things, right? That's where I didn't really have a lot of like in-depth knowledge. I kind of knew how they worked conceptually. And so, what really prompted me to join Industry Connect was really just to broaden my horizon. I kind of felt like I needed to get into the deep end of things. And really, I think I just found Industry Connect through advertisements. During the COVID period, right? There's plenty of all this kind of about upscaling and stuff. So and yeah, considering the fact that oil and gas was kind of also in a very tough position, so I just wanted to kill multiple birds with one stone, right? Kind of upskill myself, explore other opportunities, and the rest is history. I mean, the rest is history after I joined Industry Connect.
Awesome. I mean, thanks for that, Sean. So just for those watching, I'm going to give you guys a summary. Basically, Sean, he knew what was software development about and stuff like that, guys, but he wanted to really get the technical skills because he knew how to direct a few developers to get, collect criterias and stuff like that to get something done. But he wanted to get down and learn the technical stuff himself so that he really knows what's happening inside to be a software developer. I remember we had the conversation, Sean, when Sean registered, guys. I know I had a chat with Sean, and then Sean then told me his background, oil and gas, but software, and then he managed a team kind of thing, but he still wanted technical skills because he felt that he didn't have that. So he wanted hands-on experience and stuff, and he joined us. So Sean, how did you find the first step, the first 6 weeks of the program? How did you find that?
Yeah, I definitely felt that was kind of beyond my expectations, right? So so I joined the BI, Business Intelligence and Data Analyst course program, and really, I thought it was just all going to be about Power BI, building dashboards and reporting, but it actually ended up being more. It was definitely a wider range of coverage. Because you really get into like database design, data warehouse, in addition to the reporting side of things. So, and really getting into the SQL coding side of things, T-SQL. So and that 6 weeks, I definitely felt that it was really intensive. In fact, the 6 weeks I found it more difficult than the internship itself.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand why, because it's like your first point of contact with IT in that sense. And then you're like, oh my goodness, I'm learning this, I'm learning that. It's your first step, so that's why it's new, it's alien,
Exactly. So but I found it very, very, like, it just accelerated the whole process for me.
Fantastic.
And I mean, I definitely paid a lot of attention in the first 6 weeks, and that kind of built a very good platform for me to finish the internship kind of on time.
Great, fantastic. So, right, Sean, now I recall you did the business intelligence job ready program. However, in your oil and gas industry, you had a little bit of that software knowledge because that's what you were handling. So maybe could you explain a little bit why instead of taking the software development job ready program, what prompted you to take the business intelligence side of it? What prompted you to go there?
Yeah. So the reason why I really went into the BI sort of things was because fundamentally I come from consulting background, right? So I deal a lot with data,
right?
And really a lot of what I do is also about kind of growing business with my previous company. So I kind of felt, hey, that was probably on balance, right? More suited to me. And so really kind of do I really want to go into the software development side of things, or do I really want to kind of do something where, like, if you kill multiple birds with one stone, right? Really get into the advanced reporting, data analytics, where you can use it to drive business decisions.
Awesome.
As well as having a very good overview of how how data flows through a tech system. So yeah, that kind of.
Yeah, I mean, makes sense. I think their thought process makes sense, guys. So, I mean, in terms of your background, you knew that you are from a very consultant background, and business intelligence helps you utilize data and drive decisions and to ensure that the company grows. And that's why today you're a chief business officer, because that's where your main forte will lie, using data, analyzing it, looking at reports, generating reports if you need, coming up with that kind of important info for you to analyze and see, okay, where can we make changes and where can we do stuff? So that's why business intelligence was a choice that you made. And I think it's a smart choice in that sense, because you aligned it together with your previous background. Although you had a little bit of software, but you weighed pros and cons, and then you chose BI. So that's why I'm elaborating a little bit on this, because some people might not understand the thought process, and giving them that kind of explanation might give them, okay, so Sean thought this way, okay, makes sense, maybe I should think this way as well. So with that being said, Sean, tell us a little bit about the internship. Now, when you move on to the internship, highlights about the internship. What were the highlights for you during the internship?
Right. I think the highlights of the internship was really really getting your hands dirty, I would say, and really applying what I learned in that 6 weeks into practice.
Yeah.
That definitely came through for me. And there was really a big focus on data, really starting from like finding data, cleaning it, sanitizing it, structuring it, before it goes into a database warehouse, which you can then call, applying all those T-SQL queries to then drive data into various like Power BI or Visual Studios, and then from there you can generate reports and insights. So I've definitely found that to be of tremendous value, because you're probably going to ask me that eventually about how I benefited from it, but really maybe how Industry Connects differs from other courses out there. But it was really I think this bit about how data originates, what you do with it, and how you actually structure and create your database. That's really not covered in YouTube videos or whatever, right? Because that's how I kind of got started as well. But I found that was really slow. Like you could just Google a YouTube SQL course, and it'll teach you all the different codes. But that really means nothing without having a very good understanding of the data. Yeah.
Understand. I think that was a good point that you brought up there, Sean, in terms of how useful the internship is, in that sense, where because whatever you learn in the 6 weeks, like you said, the first 6 weeks is more difficult than the internship, because it's just really the first point, is the beginning. But then you move on to the internship and you realize that as you keep doing it with the guidance, of course, with your mentors and your IT experts, you start realizing that, hey, okay, this is easy. I mean, easy in the sense where you're able to understand. Your cognitive resonance starts working because you're working on it little by little. So that's how it helps you. So That's wonderful to hear in terms of how you benefited from the internship and the hands-on tasks, John. So during the additional workshops that run during the internship, you have a tech chit chat. You have all these additional workshops that run. So what were the highlights for you, and how did you find those?
Oh yeah, I mean those were tremendous, right? I know Rishma, you run some of
Yes, I do.
the
Life
workshops as
skills.
well, life skills, and then we had Regina that taught
Yes.
about employability and how to better yourself, right, as an individual.
Mm-hmm.
So so I mean that I wasn't expecting that, to be honest, as part of the
Right.
industry connect. I thought it was just going to be like just pure BI and coding and what have you not. But I think well specific to me, right? Since I've got this new role as Chief Business Officer, so there's more on management.
Yeah.
And whatever that yourself and Regina thought through those sessions, it was just awesome. It helps me with management as well. So yeah, I'll say okay. So technical knowledge plus life skills plus management skills, right? Industry Connect
Wonderful. What a
provides those.
package,
Yeah,
isn't it, Sean? A full
it is a
package, isn't
package.
it?
Yeah, it certainly is. Certainly is.
All right. So, guys, what Sean is talking about is that during the internship, we run Industry Connect sponsors some additional workshops that run during the internship because these programs are called job ready programs. And it's called job ready for a reason because we don't just believe in giving you guys full technical skills and IT skills and churning you out like robots, because we believe that having good EQ and being able to liaise with recruiters, being able to liaise with your colleagues in future, or like, for example, Sean is holding a management position, a C-suite position. If you're going to manage many people under you, you need to be able to get along with them and make sure that people like you as well. So having people skills is also very important, self-awareness and all that. So all these workshops are there for you guys during the internship. Plus, we have technical workshops like Tech Chit Chat and all that for you guys to attend if you're stuck. So that's what Sean is talking about, which helped him. He feels it helped him with his management skills now because that's where he is. So that's wonderful to know, Sean. So now, in terms of the Slack community, we added you Slack and the tutors. How did you find that?
Oh, that was awesome as well, because you get stuck. You just want to know whether you're on the right track.
Yeah.
And really through a Slack community, you can engage not only with your peers but also with the seniors. So people that are still in the program but they're ahead of you. So they've done the work that you're probably kind of stuck at. And you can ask them, and definitely the mentors. I mean, your mentors.
Yeah.
Like experts in the domain, like Marcius. He was a chief mentor
Yeah.
during
For
the
BI,
program, and
Mauritius.
we had a direct line to him through Slack. So yeah,
Fantastic. So there's no
it's
interview.
good.
You can reach out to him directly.
Yeah.
So Marcius is our IT expert for BI, guys. And what Sean is saying is that basically when you're on Slack, you're able to chat with your classmates, the IT experts and everyone. So you have direct access to Marcius on Slack. You can chat with him and say, hey, I'm stuck here and there, and then you get that kind of access and help. So it's wonderful that Sean, you utilize that and you're able to actually, be where you are today because you really made use of the resources, which we are really proud of and we're so happy for you. So the last question I have for you, Sean, there'll be many people watching this, and of course they want to gain inspiration from you because you've managed to secure a good position. Of course, your background plays a huge role previously, plus you got technical skills built up, and then today Chief Business Officer. So what advice would you give anyone who's considering to take this program or make a switch into the IT and learn some technical skills? What advice would you give anyone considering?
All right. Yeah. So I think the best advice that I can give is you kind of gotta really want it, right? You really gotta want to upskill and dedicate, because it's definitely not easy. I would say it's time and effort commitment.
Definitely.
But the community is there, as Rishma has mentioned. The course is very structured. In theory, everything that is taught, if you can apply it properly, you will be able to complete the internship, right? So I think that's really my number one advice is just gotta really want it, and when you get into the program, just dedicate your time and effort to completing it.
That's
nice.
nice.
And I'll repeat this. What you get with Industry Connect, you will never get with learning through YouTube. It just, so it's kind of like probably what would take you 2 years to learn. You kind of accelerate it within a few months.
Exactly.
That,
Exactly.
that definitely came through to me. Yeah.
Wonderful. And we're so happy that it did, because you are walking results. You know what I mean, Sean? Those who have really utilized whatever they've learned, we're so happy to see you guys, because some people will lose their motivation along the way. They'll watch and be like, when will I ever, get to achieve something like that? So by watching you guys, watching those who get jobs, and explaining how they utilize the program, a lot of them will get motivated again and be like, okay, yes, I should give this a shot. Like, I should really want it. Do I really want it or not? Am I willing to put in the time, effort, commitment or not? So that's where you come in terms of your advice, and the fact that it is really an accelerated program. I got to say it myself, because I went through a little bit of the BI program myself, and yes, it is accelerated, and it is definitely something that opens your eyes like wide open. As it is, my eyes are huge, and then on top of that, imagine it opens up even bigger. You definitely go like, wow, you just learn something, and you're able to perform and edit data analyst job in just a snap after the few months. So which people take years to learn sometimes.
That's
So
right. That's right.
hands-on experience never fails, because the more you practice, the more it stays in your mind. So thank you for being the very example of being able to maximize resources, learning independently, yet having the time, dedication, and commitment, Sean. We really appreciate your time with us. Wish you all the best in your Chief Business Officer, that whole career path. Be in touch with us, and we hope you join our alumni. You are already part of alumni, so there's no option for you. And we're so happy you're here. So thank you once again, Sean, and we'll catch up with you soon. All right?
Yeah, we gotta thank you, Reshma. You've been very supportive over the past
You're
few
most
months,
welcome.
and we will definitely be keeping in touch.
Of course, definitely. Sure thing. You take care, stay safe during
Thank
these
you.
times, and we'll catch up soon.
You
All right?
too. All right. Okay.
Bye,
Bye,
Sean.
Reshma.
Bye
Bye.
bye.
Bye.